guess what? Hey, Jessica.
Yeah.
What we just talked about, just go ahead and nix that. We're live now.
Oh.
We had a little technical difficulty here. All right, okay. Sorry about that. Well, boom. So forget everything I just said about hang on down to the basement. Oh, we're good. So how are you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Get the time right and trying to get everything right here. Oh boy, we got some folks here in the chat though. We'll go and get started on that because we'll be going through. We got Dutch Gamber. He's over in the Netherlands.
Right.
Good morning, Dutch. We're glad you're here. Can't wait to introduce you to Jessica, which we'll do in just a moment. New beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. Hey, Darren, Jessica, to all. Got folks saying hello to you. All right, Dutch Gamber here. We got Holger Lurch from Germany. He's from Germany, but he lives in the United States. Oh. I had Holger as a guest maybe 2 months ago. Excellent guy. I listen to his videos. He of course speaks German, and all his videos are in German. So I try to pick up stuff from his videos there. So Horlers, okay, good morning. Hey, Daniel, good morning. In fact, I'm going to have Daniel. He's going to be my guest next Saturday. This coming up Saturday. Daniel's going to be my guest next time.
Nice.
All right, Mr. Juma. How's it going, Mr. Juma? Got Mary. Mary lived in Germany as well. So did Mr. Juma. We've got a lot of folks that they were military spouses and in the military too.
Oh,
Mary, cool. She used to fuel helicopters.
Oh, neat. That's a cool job.
Leo, good morning. That's my friend Leo. Leo does wonderful work on videography. He goes to Germany. He goes all over Europe. He goes all over the world videoing. In a very classy style, which I like. So we got Leo there. Shady Hill, good morning. How are you? I love that profile picture. Shady Hill, that's pretty cool. Got here Daniel Jose, excuse me, Joe's. Good morning, Rick. Rick DuBois. Now, do you know Rick DuBois?
I don't. No.
Yeah, okay, well, welcome in, Rick. Haven't seen this name before, so I'm glad you're here.
I have no YouTube friends. You're the only friend I have.
Okay, all right. Well, all right. I'll do my best to be a very good friend. How's that? We do Saturday nights. Yes, sir. It is going to be changed for this Saturday. My boy, Cub Scouts and everything. We got stuff to do that morning. But yes, it's going to be 1 p.m. my time this coming Saturday instead of the normal 11 o'clock. So, and just without further ado, we're going to get here going. I'm eating my rest. Hey, I hope you're having a good breakfast there. All right, we're going to go ahead and start. And Jessica, I'm sorry for the mess up there.
That's okay.
I was trying something new. There was this new thing on StreamYard. That's the software I'm using right now for the stream live stream, and they added music to it. So sometimes I put videos, like an introduction video, and but this had a music on, different music on there you can pick from. So I had it on there, and I happened to look at it, and I'm still seeing you. I'm like, uh-oh. So that's what happened.
That's okay.
Folks, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you now. This is Jessica Weber. Jessica, I've been watching her videos off and on for the last probably 6 months. I found it was about 6 months ago. You were doing a video on sodas in Germany. You and your husband.
Yeah, that was fun.
You and Mike. Now, do you call him Mike or Michael?
Mike, yeah.
Mike, okay. And do you go by Jessica or Jess?
I go by Jess.
Jess. Yeah. Okay, I want to get the names right there. So you and Mike, you were sitting there like there's a staircase behind you, and you're trying different sodas and all that stuff, and
yeah.
And that was the first video I saw of you. I was like, wow, this is a very nice couple here. I'm going to get to know them a little bit better. And as you know, I love Germany. I love everything about Germany, and I get there as often as I can. My family and I just got back in December. We were there for Christmas. Went to the Edelweiss down there, and Garmisch. Of course, I go to Garmisch every year.
Yeah.
Yes, and I was also there in June, and July 1st, I broke my leg. I broke my leg on the Auspitze.
Oh no!
9 days in the hospital, and I had to have surgery. I had a big old plate in my leg, and was it either 12 or 13 inch? I forgot. There's a big plate in my leg.
Yeah.
And pins and all kinds of stuff. So, And
Did you get the surgery done in Germany?
in Germany, right there in Garmisch,
Wow.
the German hospital. And but one thing I found about the German hospital, they feed you well. I had have you ever had Schweinehaxe yet?
No, I don't think so.
It's like a big pork roast type thing, but with the gristle on top.
We've had pork knuckle.
Or no,
Is that
okay.
the same? Or is
That's
that
similar. That some people might call it differently.
Gotcha. Okay.
The Germans, I say, oh no, but it's Schweinehaxe.
Okay.
And if you haven't tried it, you have to try. Look for it. You'll see swine, like the pig, swine.
Yeah. It's funny. I feel like our experiences with the German hospitals are vastly different.
Really?
Yeah. I was in the hospital for 5 days when I gave birth because my labor ended up, it was an induction and then it went to an emergency C-section. But their food, the lunch portion was amazing, but breakfast and dinner was nothing but a slice of bread, butter, and coffee. And I was like, I just had a baby. I need a little bit more than this. So I had Mike go to McDonald's and bring me a Big Mac.
Heck yeah. For breakfast?
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, not for breakfast. No, it was like my post-labor meal. Like baby was here and I was starving. So
wow.
Yeah, that was my victory dinner. But yeah, it was definitely a unique experience. Especially the roommates. I don't know if you had a roommate during your hospital stay.
I did. We had two. Let's see, one. Yeah, two other roommates, and
Gotcha.
I rotated.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I got lucky. There was availability to rent a family room when we were there, so
really?
I got a private room by myself because I couldn't imagine having a roommate with a newborn. But yeah, the roommate situation stressed me out because we don't do that in the States. So
you're right. Yeah, it's especially having a baby. Having a baby, you got your own room and all that good stuff there. Well, good morning, Paul. I hope you're driving safe. Paul's driving and listening. Glad you're listening. Hope you're not watching. Hope you're watching the road. I know you are. Paul, I'm looking forward to meet you in Helen, Georgia. We have 2 meetups coming up. YouTube meetups. I have one in a place called Helen, Georgia. We have a bunch of fellow YouTubers and fellow subscribers. We're all going to meet in Helen, Georgia. And Helen's like a Bavarian town in Georgia. And it's built like you are in Germany. I mean, it's really, really cool. And Paul's going to be there.
Nice.
So look forward to that. We are also having a meetup in Germany in June on the Zugspitze in Garmisch.
Oh, okay. Nice.
We got a bunch of YouTubers coming there and subscribers. We're all meeting at the Zugspitze. We're going to eat lunch on the Austrian side on the Zugspitze. And it's going to be great. Have you been to the Zugspitze? I know you've been to Garmisch.
I have. Yeah. We did that when we visited Garmisch last summer. I definitely pronounce it wrong though. That's why I'm laughing because I'm like, wow, you sound so good when you say it, and I'm like,
You're right. My sister-in-law. I don't know if you saw. I posted a video on Monday. At the very end of the video, I'm picking up my sister-in-law from the Zugspitze, and she says, "Yeah, I snowed. Or I skied on the Zugspitze or something like that."
Yeah, I think I pronounce it Zugspitze or I don't know. And I always mess up. Is it Eisby or is it What's the lake that's at the bottom of?
Eibsee.
Okay. Yes.
I swim there all the time. Now I didn't swim there in December when I was there.
Yeah, that's a little cold.
Yeah. But I was if I'm there in the summertime, you get anywhere from June to end of September.
Yeah.
I'm in that lake.
Beautiful. I loved that lake. It was very
Did you get to swim in there too?
I did not swim. My dog did though. Loki was a big fan.
I love your doggy's name.
Thank you.
What's the German Shepherd's name?
Loki.
Loki. Okay.
Yep. And then Louis is our Cocker Spaniel.
I did hear it right. Okay.
Yeah.
Those dogs are funny. I was watching a video where I don't know Mike was playing with Louis. What video was that? I was doing like a binge of movies while watching your videos.
Yeah.
I forgot which one. You're in a park somewhere. I think.
That was when we were leaving Baltimore to come over to Germany. Yeah. At the dog park, and he flipped Loki upside down because he threw the ball poorly.
All right. Well, tell us about yourself a little bit. Where are you from?
So I'm originally from Michigan, the Metro Detroit area. Oh, good.
Oh, I was just, yeah, you go, don't mind me. You'll see me doing all this stuff.
Sorry, I'm so new to this live thing, you guys. I've never done this before, so bear with me. I'm gonna probably mess up through all of it, but yeah, I'm from the Metro Detroit area, and my mom's side of the family is from Seattle. So that's actually where I met my husband because he was stationed at Fort Lewis. And then we got married and lived in Fort Drum for about, well, for me, it was a year. He was stationed there for 3. And then, yeah, we got orders to go to Germany. So we are in Hohenfels, a little footprint of Bavaria. And yeah, we're here. I'm 29. I had a baby in Germany last December. And she just turned a year, and yeah, we got the 2 dogs. And yeah, I'm trying to think. Before I started YouTube, I was a bartender / waitress. And a long time ago, I worked in the film industry. So I worked on a couple movies doing post-production and visual effects. And then I realized that my favorite part of that job was my lunch break when I got to socialize with everyone and decided that that was not the career choice for me. So I'm actually 2 classes away from starting my nursing degree. Yeah, so totally different career paths. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I knew what I wanted to do at 18 and jumped into it, and it ended up not being what I expected. So I did some soul searching and some prayer and did a bunch of different jobs in the meantime and kind of settled on, well, not settled, but decided nursing was a better path for me. So
that's wonderful. That is
yeah.
great. I saw your going away party. You know, you got your name
Yes.
on it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna get back to that, but Dusher, he's asking you, do you recommend any German soda?
I love I think it's Tom and Henry, and it's their ginger beer, and it's the best ginger beer that I've ever had. It's so good. Yeah, and I make it with my Moscow mules. And so if you've never had one, that is my favorite cocktail. But it's good to drink just regular by itself. It's a little spicy, but it's really good.
That's awesome. That is really cool. Hey, Charlie, how are you? Oh, we got calls here. Found Jessica's channel. I found it interesting with the German ancestry, but Weber, it's also a German name. It's a very German name. How long? Okay, so how long will you be stationed in Germany? How long will you be there?
How long? We got here in August of 2019, and we should be moving back to the States next summer.
Next summer, okay. In 2023?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So you were in Fort Drum, okay? That's New York. I saw the change of command. Your husband. You know that was really cool.
Yeah,
that was an excellent speech too at the end. You know, thanking God and thanking his family and enjoy working there. And but it's when you leave somewhere, it's like, is this really happening? And when you walk out, got in the car, this is the last time you walk out this building. I think you said that. This will be the last time you walk out this building. And he's like, oh, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. And this was kind of my first big move as a spouse. Because, I had moved from Washington State to New York. But this was like my first PCS as a military spouse. So it was totally different than, moving on my own. So yeah, an overseas move is, there's a lot of puzzle pieces that have to connect, which, yeah, it was definitely an experience.
Guys out there in the chat, if you're listening, and those who just come in here, this is Jessica Weber. I love her style. I love her videos that she's been putting out. Everything. There's still some I need to catch up on, but make sure you check her out. I put her link in the description, so make sure you check out her description. And any moderators out there, if you don't mind copying Jessica's link, so people can connect to Jessica, that would be awesome. So if you could do that, that'd be great.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So what does Mako do? Is he? I'm guessing now. I'm going to see if my guess is even halfway right. Is it something? Does he do something with aviation?
No. No, he is a signal officer. So the way he described it to me, I mean, you have Army knowledge, so you probably already know what he does. But for those that don't know, he described it to me as basically being like Verizon Wireless for the Army. He's in IT, so he just makes sure that communications are working, and when the printers aren't working for his boss, he fixes their printers and does all that stuff. Usually, it's just a quick fix, like pressing the on button, but
right, right.
Yeah, troubleshooting, easy stuff.
Cool.
But yeah, he does communications, IT.
Did he go to Fort Gordon? Was he ever in Fort Gordon, Georgia?
He was, yep.
Yeah.
He was there for 6 months for his captain career course training. Yeah. So I actually would like to go back to Georgia because I had visited him when he was there for the 6 months of school, and I would love to go to Georgia.
Oh, that's awesome. That's where I live. I'm in
really?
Florida Robbins, right near Robbins Air Force Base.
Oh, nice.
But I'm from Florida originally. We moved here March of 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Change of pace. When I finally got back to Ocala, I'm never moving again. But that word "never," we should never say. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was just just a change of pace.
Wait, Ocala, is that close to Inverness?
Yes, it is. And
my dad lives in Inverness.
I recognize the place where you were swimming with the manatees.
Hunter Springs. That's so funny. What a small world.
I used to give, and I still do. I take groups.
Okay.
You know, I had a pontoon boat. I sold it when I left. When I moved to Georgia 2 years ago, and almost 2 years ago. But anyways, you could rent a pontoon, and I take them out there to Homosassa River.
Nice.
Homosassa, Three Sister Springs, all the Crystal River, all that area.
Yeah.
Swim. I love swimming the manatees, and I saw that. I was like, "Look at Jessica."
That was my first time doing it, and wow, that was the coolest experience. I am so happy that we did that, and we got really lucky because my sister had gone a couple days before us with her husband, and they only had like 1 or 2 in the water at the time. And then the time that I went with my husband, there was like 4 adults and 3 babies, and there were so many, and it was so cool. It was really fun.
And the key is the colder the better.
Yes, it was very cold.
Yes. You get that the colder, it's colder outside than it is inside because the water is 72 degrees year round.
Right.
But, you did some great video work too.
Thanks. Well, my dad's a professional videographer, and he worked for Fox News, and so he had the GoPro, the 4K video. So I just borrowed that.
Hey, that'll work. That was great. And also, was it later that video, or there was another video? You and your sister and your dad was playing a game.
Yes, that was a separate video.
Like you would say something, and then you point, or you do this, or you do that.
Yeah.
That was great.
I saw those challenges on TikTok, and I thought it'd be really funny to do it with my dad and sister, and it did not disappoint. The results were pretty hilarious.
Your dad's like he's a very outgoing guy, but he was sitting there and he was smiling and
yeah.
He was like, no, definitely this one. He was back behind it.
Yeah.
I was cracked up. So folks, that's another reason to go check out Jessica's channel. Make sure you see her videos there. Charlie Grace, yes, gotta love a fun meetup. That's right. Charlie, I hope you can make it there in Helen, Georgia. That'd be wonderful. Michelle, hey Michelle, good morning. Hope you and Michael. Her husband's name is Michael as well.
Oh, nice.
I hope you're having a great day. New beginnings. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, if you're out there, make sure you hit the thumbs up. It's not an ego thing. It's a thing that lets YouTube know that, hey, people are watching the videos, and YouTube notices that, and they put your videos out. So that's very important. So thank you very much. So you're in Germany now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When you first got there, you were in a small hotel, right?
Yeah, it was tiny.
Yeah, it was really,
I think it was in Kaiserslautern. Yeah, we were right outside of Ramstein, and then the following day we took the bus to Hohenfels.
Okay, good deal. Did you go to Ramstein? Did you go on the Air Force Base there by any chance?
No, we haven't visited because as soon as we got there, we had the dogs, and they put us on a bus immediately. So we have not been back. It's a far trip from where we currently live.
Yeah, Hohenfels. Yeah, it is. If you ever get a chance, though, it's the largest PX. They call it BX. Largest atheist store in the world, even in the States. Yeah. There's a movie theater in there. There's all kinds of stuff. There's like the PX there. They say BX, so my Army PX. Their PX is like 2 super Walmarts together. I mean,
Dang, I didn't know it was that big. I mean, I heard it was a mall, but I didn't realize. It's so funny because our PX is like the size of a post-it, like a
shop ad or something.
postage stamp. Yeah, like it's absolutely tiny. And they keep downsizing. They keep getting rid of things. So then we have to go up to Graph to get stuff. And so it would be amazing to walk into a place in Ramstein and see how big it is.
How often do you go to Graph?
Not very often, maybe once a month if we, need something, or if we're craving Taco Bell. Yeah, they have a Taco Bell there, and that was like my number one craving when I was pregnant. So we'd make some frequent trips. But for the most part, if we need anything, we'll just order it on Amazon and wait.
There you go. Yeah, I spent many nights, weeks, months in Graf. I was stationed in a place called Schweinfurt, Germany. It's no longer there. Schweinfurt's there, but Lower Barracks is no longer there. We handed back over to the Germans back in 2014 on my birthday, September 19th. I was there. I was there in person, and for the close ceremony, it was bittersweet. To see the flag go down for the last time right there. It still hurts because Schweinfurt meant so much to me, and I go back to Schweinfurt, once, twice a year, well, at least twice a year. And it just meant so much to me. Many changes. They tore down the buildings, almost all the buildings to the right, and they replaced it with a college, an international university, with a big building built in the same building where I was stationed. So I put that. I was in 4 videos ago. My son and I were walking around at night, at nighttime, just reminiscing. Hey, this is where Daddy's barracks were. There's all this stuff and everything. So it was cool. Now, is Loki named after the character from Marvel?
Yes, I shouldn't say we. I am the big Marvel fan in my family. My husband could care less about superhero movies, and I'm the one that's like, hey, at midnight this releases, let's go see it. So I'm the big movie nerd.
Hence, and that was one of the questions too, which was the biggest Marvel fan. And
I know. My dad said my sister. I think he's wrong. He's full of it. It's definitely me, but whatever.
Here's just something you can answer here. Does Jessica have any videos about relocating to Germany? Because relocated videos are what I like to follow.
I do have one video from when we it's more of like a vlog style of when we get to Baltimore and then we end up leaving Baltimore to get into Germany. And then it's kind of us settling in once we land and arrive in the new country. So other than that, not really.
I did see your video when you transitioned from that small hotel room to that large room.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess you were there for 6 months or something like that. And
we were there 3. Yeah. 3. So because we got here pre-COVID times, housing was pretty backed up. So it was impossible to get a house as soon as you moved here. So yeah, we were in Army lodging for the first month, and then we moved to a hotel in Regensburg for 2 months after that until they finally had a house available for us to move in.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Regensburg was really nice. The hotel for 3 months was living out of a suitcase is a little rough after a while, but Regensburg is beautiful. So
it is.
We had a lot of good food.
Did you get to the oldest bratwurst stand?
I don't actually know where that is. So
probably
not.
Well, the bridge there in Regensburg? Okay. Yeah. There's like a stand. Well, it's more of a stand. It's a little building that they sold bratwurst. And it's the oldest bratwurst stand in Germany. I mean, it's
I did not know that. We will have to go back. We fell in love with a restaurant called I'm probably going to butcher this name. Altlind or Altalinde, or I don't know, but it's right on the river. And they have the prettiest outdoor garden, and you can see like the cathedral in the background and the stone bridge.
Yes.
And they have the best schnitzel. It's so good.
Wow. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I couldn't remember the name of it, but yes, I've been to that one. Literally a block away.
Oh wow. Okay. I'll have to look up the bratwurst place.
But that cathedral there, isn't it awesome? I think it's
it is. It's pretty.
It's real. Rick's in Michigan, and
nice.
Good deal. There's your link. Oh, thank you so much. New Beginnings. I appreciate that, folks. Let's connect to Jessica. Jess. I gotta get Jess in my head.
It's right okay. It's fine. It's fine. I go by both.
And see, I never want to. I say this all the time, but I never want to tell everybody to subscribe. if you like some, post out there in the chat. If you see somebody that you like, hey, subscribe to them, like them.
Right.
If you subscribe to somebody and you're gonna start getting all the notifications, you're gonna get tired of it and you're gonna leave. So that's why everybody, hey, make sure. But I guarantee you, mark my words, if you pull up Jess's, I want to say Jessica. I'm trying to get Jessica in my head.
It's okay. It's fine.
Channel, you'll like it. So that's a good thing.
Thank you.
Mary says I tried ginger beer one time because I had leukemia. Oh wow. Well, we'll pray for that, Mary.
Mm.
Hey, you're awesome, New Beginnings. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to that video you're talking about too. Come out. Daniel says I went to Fort Warren for my first time. I was signaling Vilflicken. And have you been to Vilflicken? We used to call it wild chicken. It's Vilflicken.
No, I have not.
It's right near Hoensfeld. Well, on the other side. Beautiful town. I didn't get to see the town pretty much. I was always in the field, and I was field artillery. So field artillery means you're in the field, you're in the woods, all the time. Good morning, Hildy. All right. Oh, she says good morning and hello, beautiful. So
Thank you.
That's awesome. Hildy, she was born in Austria, and
nice.
but she lives in the States, and she's looking forward to go back to Germany and Austria. She has roots in Germany as well. Yeah, good to see you, Hilda. Here, Eric. Oh man, that's my buddy Eric. Eric, he lives down there in Austria. Speaking of Austria, I got to meet him last month when we went to Salzburg. I took my family to Salzburg. Eric met us at the train and everything, and he took us around Salzburg, the downtown part, and saw where Mozart was born, where he lived, and of course went over the famous bridge and the castle, and so it was really cool. Have you seen that movie Sound of Music?
Yes.
Okay, that's where it took place. Well,
nice.
In Salzburg. Now there is a place in Garmisch too where they did, I think, 3 scenes in Garmisch. If you see the very beginning, you'll see like parts of the Zugspitze.
Oh, really?
And all that stuff. It's pretty cool. But I didn't realize until I was rewatching. It's been years since I've seen it. I mean, I was a teenager. Okay, 2 years ago. Okay, but it's been years since I've seen it, and I saw it on the plane, and I was watching it, and I was like, I was in that church where in that movie scene where she got married. I was standing right there. I didn't even realize.
Wow. That's cool.
But, it is pretty cool. But Eric, he's a great guy, and look forward to seeing you again, Eric. All right. So good morning. Okay. Good morning, here. So I have a question to ask you. I was going to ask you about this later, but I'm going to ask you now.
Okay.
God, what is it? I'm gonna keep you suspended.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Have you ever? Oh boy. Oh, I hope the answer is correct.
I think I know what you're gonna ask.
Have you ever had spaghetti ice?
I haven't.
What?
I haven't. No, I know. I've been here 2.5 years and we have not had it.
Oh boy.
I always saw it on the menus and I was like, I don't know how I feel about spaghetti looking ice cream. I'm not gonna have that.
It is the best ever. It is the best ever. When you get a chance, you and your family, you have to get it. And I bet Maxine would just look it up. I mean,
yeah, probably. She'd love it.
By the way, Maxine, that was so cool to see her walking.
Yes.
Thanks.
I know. She's all over the place now. You can't stop her. Once she figured it out, she's just going all the time now.
As I was watching the video, I was cheering her on. I was like, "Go, Maxine!" And, it was a lot of fun. But when you get a chance, now here's a little disclaimer though, Jess. Once you try this gold that I call spaghetti ice,
addicted.
You're gonna be addicted. You're gonna be hooked, and you find yourself at the ice cafe every chance you get. It is so good. Do you know what it consists of?
I don't know.
Let me tell you. Okay. Now, as you know, in Germany, everything's fresh, right? There are no preservatives. They don't. It's against the law, the purity law of 1516. So you got this chilled plate or this chilled bowl. I'm looking for a bowl, and they got this. It's chilled. They take this fresh. Can you say fresh?
Say it. What? Fresh?
Can you say fresh? They get this fresh cream, and they put it there. I mean, straight from the cow. And what
Oh, wow.
what does cow sound like?
Moo.
Moo. It's a moo. All right. So it's mooing right there. All right. So then they put vanilla ice cream, which is fresh, which
Fresh.
is fresh. Oh, you're on it. You're on it. Which is fresh. All right. And they put it through the strainer here. They either got a hand press or they got a machine that market it. And it looks like spaghetti coming out, but it's vanilla ice cream. That which tastes different. I'm sure you're aware of it. Tastes different than ours. Ours is great. So is theirs. So they got that. Well, you need spaghetti sauce, right? You take spaghetti, your fresh strawberries. Can you say fresh strawberries?
Fresh strawberries.
Fresh strawberries, and then squeeze all the fresh strawberries, and they put it on this fresh vanilla ice cream. And then guess what else they do? They take cheese. Is it real cheese? Not real cheese. It's white chocolate, and they cut it up, and it makes it look like cheese. So you got white chocolate on top of the strawberry, on top of the ice cream, on top of the whipped cream, and all that stuff. But then they put the garlic toast on there. But it's not real garlic toast. You don't want garlic toast with ice cream. So they get one of those wafers. You got either vanilla wafer or vanilla and chocolate wafer or vice versa, and they stick it in there. Now, this is my favorite here. I'm going to pretend this is a spoon, okay? This is my pen's a spoon. You take a bite, right? You're sitting there. I'm like, yeah, whatever. What's Darren talking about? This spaghetti ice all the time. It's probably just regular ice cream. And then you take a bite and you go, where have you been all my life? That's what's going to happen.
You know, they have a cafe, an ice cafe that is downtown. It's about like 10 minutes from us, and it's owned by Italians that come for the season, and they run it during the summer, and then they close up shop and go back to Italy. And everyone has talked about how it's the most amazing ice cafe. And we've ordered a couple things from them, but I've never tried the spaghetti ice. So,
wow, that'd be awesome. You know what we also see? Maybe give you an idea. I would love to see you and your family trying spaghetti ice for the first time. That would be an excellent video.
That's a good idea. I'll write that down.
I'll promote the heck out of that one. I'll say, hey, everybody, go check it.
That's funny. Yeah, Max, this summer she'll be about 18 months. So after she hit 1, might kind of loosen the reins on the whole sugar thing since she got her first smash cake. But yeah, we honestly, it's been a long time since we've had any ice cream. So yeah, it's time.
It's time.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go. I've been back 3 weeks now. And I'm so ready to go back again. When I was leaving, I was like, can I lose my ticket? Can I just stay?
How is it for you getting back and forth with COVID and stuff? Because I know for me, it was kind of difficult. At the time COVID first hit, we got stranded. We were on vacation in Brazil, and we got stranded even with our orders and all of our information and documents and proving that we were residents of Germany. They still gave us a hard time, and we didn't get back until a week later. So have you had any issues getting into Germany?
I've had no issues, but I jumped through some ropes. I go to Germany, at least twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year. And when the C word hit, totally, I had to cancel like 3 different trip times and everything. But it took me 19 months to get back. And finally, and I went back the day they opened. I kept saying the whole time, the day they open, I'm being in Germany. It wasn't just me saying that. I meant what I said. The day that Germany opens, I'm going to be on that plane. And so I was on the plane June 26th. But I had to be vaccinated. They require a vaccination and a test. So I had to get a test done, show a negative test, and your vaccination. But when I got to the airport, they were more interested in the negative test than the vaccination. They just started looking at my card and I was like, I had a shot.
That's interesting because when we came home we were in the States in November. When we came home, we had actually gotten a test done in Wisconsin before we flew, but we didn't actually have the results in time for the airport. And so once we got to the airport, all they checked for, they didn't even care about a negative test. They just made sure that we were fully vaccinated. So very different. That's interesting.
Wow. Now this last trip too, my family were vaccinated. Okay. So they said you didn't have to have a negative test, but as well as I do, they change like you change your sock. Well, some
Right.
people take the test once a month, but I take mine every day. So so but we went ahead and got a test anyway. I said, look, I don't want to be stuck anywhere. Let's get a test the day we leave. Well, actually the day before we left, and then we'll just show our credentials and everything. And we had no
Yeah.
problem. And
That's good.
coming back to the States in December, we had to get a test 24 hours before.
Yeah.
Now, when I was there in July, it was 3 days prior. It could be 72 hours. But now it's 24 hours. And so we all had to get that and everything. So
Scramble. Yeah.
yeah. So hopefully by the time I go back, I'll be back to Germany again in June, because we're having that YouTube meetup in June. That's gonna be so much fun. And I hope that's cleared up by then. That's I'll be glad when it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mary. Yeah, a lot of people slid in that ditch, and the ditch is a graph. Ditches everywhere. Schweifert rocks. Yeah, Rick. Absolutely. Oh, Rick, yes, Rick. Yeah, I love Schweifert. Schweifert is second home to me, between there and Garmisch. Schweifert, I actually lived for 2 years, and then Schweifert and then Garmisch is where I found Garmisch, Jess, back in 1988. I was in the barracks and everything, and it was a Friday, and I was going to Nuremberg by myself. I said, I'm going to Nuremberg, just hang out in Nuremberg. Then my buddy says, hey, you come with us. I said, where are we going? I don't know. What's his name? Matt said we're going to a place called Garmisch. I said, what's a Garmisch? What is that? He would just come with us. I'm like, okay. Well, I was single, I was like, all right, I guess I'm not going to Nuremberg. I was on my way to the train station. And so we went all the way down to Garmisch, and I was in just awe, just looking at it, all the Alps and everything. What is your take on Garmisch?
It's beautiful. I was a little underwhelmed with the resort through the Army. And I think that's just because it's when everything hit, like lockdown wise, and a lot of amenities were taken away. So I think that kind of ruined the experience for us, because we were like, oh, well, we're really only getting a good view. So I think if we ever went back, we would, probably not stay at the Army Lodge at the, resort, and try to stay in the economy. But the city itself was beautiful. My favorite part was going to the lake. We spent the whole day there. And then, we took the dogs back to the room and then went up the, it's like Spitzy. And then we did the Alpine coaster, which I was a little nervous to do, because I was 22 weeks pregnant when we went up there.
Boy.
So I was a little nervous, but I was like, there's a handbrake. It'll be fine. I can control how fast I go. It'll be fine. So that was really fun too, going up to the top and then riding the toboggan all the way down.
Oh, that was awesome. Well, I'm sorry I had a bad experience at the Edelweiss. When it was closed, when everything was locked down, everything, they stopped everything. I got friends that work there, and they were saying, "Oh, it's awful," But now,
and like, I think for us, the frustrating part was they didn't have their prices reflect the things that they offered. So like the price was still full price, but you got a quarter of what you were able to do inside the hotel. So like the restaurant that everyone talks about, that was closed the entire time that we were there. We never got to have American wings or like eat the American food that we were craving. Yeah, so it's just kind of, and the only restaurant that they had open was like a cafe buffet line. So it was all pre-made food, and it was there was just a lot that we didn't get to enjoy from the hotel. So
but I hope you try it again, because it's in full force now, and I mean, everything's up and running. I mean, it's awesome. I hate that was your first experience. But because of the C word, because they had a Christmas. We were there Christmas Day as well, and they had this Christmas. They did a wonderful job. The ballroom was back. Of course, the buffets was open. The Zuxby's base camp was open down there. We got chicken wings. They got the best chicken wings there.
I hear that. You didn't get to try them though.
Now, being in Germany, you get there a lot quicker than I can, but they have specials all the time. I think they're offering now. There's I think $70 a room.
Okay.
Yeah, they have different specials, but you just have to watch the website and check it out for sure.
That's good to know.
So Loki is your favorite character?
No.
Yep.
Iron Man.
Mm.
Iron Man fan.
Yeah. Do you play Ozzy Osbourne when you watch Iron Man?
No, AC/DC.
Oh, AC/DC. Okay, there you go. That's right. Oh, so AC/DC fan, huh? AC/DC fan?
Oh yes, yep.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right. Yeah, me too.
Well, okay. I'm not like a die-hard fan. I just I like the music from the soundtrack of the movies.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, hey, that's very good right there. Oh, look here. Rick just subbed your channel, Jess.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome. And while we're on that subject, folks out there in the chat, make sure you check Jess out, her and her husband, Mike, and you'll like it. Like I was saying, I like real people. You know, I like real people, and if you're up here, you're real people. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's good. That's good stuff. You know what I mean? You know, folks.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Yeah, I originally started my YouTube channel because I knew that we were moving out here and I wanted to document all of our adventures that we were going to have and go to all the new countries. And we got 5 months of traveling before everything locked down. So my channel is not as exciting with adventure and travel as I had hoped it would be. But, you know, we're hopefully going to add some stuff in the future once things resettle.
Okay, well, that look forward to those too. But I am enjoying your videos. I'm probably 40% complete because I'm trying to catch up. And, you know, so I want to say I'll watch every single one of Jess's videos. So
Thank you. That's sweet.
that. And there's one I have not seen yet. When you were in the hospital, having given birth.
Yeah, that's my most viewed one. I did not think that was gonna pop off like it did, but yeah, that's all 20,000.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm definitely go back. I'm trying to watch it in order so I can
Yeah.
follow it in order. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, wife looks down Germany. Okay. All right, that's cool. We used to go to what we call Wild Flicking. It was a big training area. Froze my neck off in that place. That was cold. Here we go. Here's a question. What do you miss from the States? American shows, movies in English instead of German food, drinks going out. What do you miss anything from the States? Or what do you miss from the States?
Oh man, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
That's the number one thing I miss. And I wanted it when we got to Florida and I never got it on my trip. But that was the one thing I had been craving. That and a Target. I just want to go to Target and just shop aimlessly for an hour and buy stuff I don't need. Those are the
aimlessly for an hour.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, if you can hear that, run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'd say those were like the two things I was most excited for. For the most part, like Netflix is pretty much the same. We have a VPN blocker, so we can pretty much see all of our shows still. And yeah, I don't know. I'd just say, yeah, Chick-fil-A and Target are the two mains.
Chick-fil-A and Target. We love. Guess what we have for supper last night?
Chick-fil-A.
But you know what? You can have spaghetti ice. You can stop right now and go get spaghetti ice, and I'm sitting there. Oh my goodness. My friend Angie from Veronica's around. She lives in Heidelberg. Okay. Now she's married to a German. She's Filipino born, but she was raised in Australia. Okay, and they met while they were in college. And she has a channel called Veronica's Around, and her name's Angie. A lot of fun. I mean, I met her on a live. She came on my live stream one day, probably about 7-8 months ago, and we started chatting, and then we did a video call, all that stuff. And now I've met her twice in person, her and her husband both in person, which is awesome. My family got to meet her too.
That's cool.
That. Oh yeah, so much fun. Where was I going with that? I was going somewhere with that. I just lost my train of thought.
Maybe it'll come back.
I need spaghetti ice. Spaghetti ice. That's what it is. So anything about spaghetti ice, I'm good. All right. She did a live stream about 4 months ago, and she was like, "Hey, Darion, look, guess what I have here?" I'm like, "What?" And she picks up a bowl of spaghetti ice, and she goes, "Oh, isn't this good?" I'm like, "Oh, you're killing me!" And she's sitting there, she's laughing and everything. And that's when I found out that you could get spaghetti ice in a grocery store too. I did not know that.
Oh, I did not know that.
Come in a box, but about that thin, about that long, and it's in the freezer section. And so I had no idea. And I was like, you could get them in the frozen section? She goes, yeah. Ooh, she goes, you want to bite? I'm like, you're killing me.
That's funny.
While I was in Germany last month, we were in Rothenberg. I was in a grocery store. We rented a house for a couple of days. We went all over the place on my last trip, but we're in a house there near Rothenberg for a couple of days, and went to the grocery store, and we found some spaghetti ice in the box right there, and I was so happy. But I was so happy. It's in one of my videos, like two, 3 videos ago. I'm like, look at that! Look what I found! Whatever. And one more thing about spaghetti ice. Okay, and let me tell you something about Delta ice. When I broke my leg, okay, and I was stuck in the hospital for 9 days. I was staying at the Edelweiss, so
okay.
all my stuff was there, my computer, everything was there. So I contacted, got with the manager and everything. Well, she made sure everything was locked up, put away in the room and all that good stuff. And she goes, "Don't you worry about it," and everything. And when you come back, the place was packed. There was no room in the inn. And I said, "What am I going to do?" She goes, "If you need a place to stay, we'll find you a room to play." Well, anyways, I called her and said, "Hey, I'm leaving here and everything. We got all your stuff here. We put your stuff in the room. Or how many days do you need?" I said, "I need 4 and everything." By the time I got there, she met me at the door, escorted me up to my room and everything, telling me, if you need something, call, whatnot. I mean, just very nice. And I was so tired. I was hungry, but I didn't want to ask for any food because she already did so much for me, get me in there, to all my stuff up there. And I didn't want to, "Can you give me a sandwich?" I was like, "Let me rest a couple hours, give me a sandwich." I was in there a half hour later, and a half hour later, she comes up with a big old sandwich, uh, chips, Reese's Pieces,
Nice.
Buttercup, and all this drinks and stuff like that, Cokes and apple juice. That apple juice, the fizzy apple juice.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's good, man. And so and I was so impressed. I said, "Thank you so much," and everything and whatnot. Not only that, because I was on crutches and had a big boot, and I don't get stuck in my room. I don't like being stuck in a room at all, especially with a broken leg. But I hopped downstairs to the base camp where you get chicken wings. Okay. And I was talking to the server there, and we were talking about spaghetti ice. Spaghetti ice, I know I talk about it a lot because I love it. But it's just sort of my thing. And I said, "Have you ever had spaghetti ice?" He's like, "No, I never had it," and everything. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I said, "Hey, can you do me a favor?" I said, "I will pay you." I said, I'll give you 20 euros if you could bring me just one spaghetti ice and buy you one too and try it." He goes, "Okay, well just give it to me later, but it won't be till tomorrow. This is like 6 o'clock at night." I said, "Okay." So the next morning, I'm upstairs in the lobby at the Otherwise, and this young lady comes up to me. She works behind the desk, and she goes, "Is your name Darren Glover?" I said, "I am." She goes, "We have some spaghetti ice for you. Do you want it in the freezer or do you want it now?" I'm like, "I'll take it now." Well, she brought it back over here. I said, "Please." She brought it here and everything, and there were 2 big two, not 1, 2 spaghetti ice right there. I'm like, "Oh, this is great." I said, "Can you please take it?" I said, "Where's Kyle?" Well, finally Kyle came. I said, "Kyle, here's it. Let me give you some money here. Let me give you some more and everything." He goes, "No, that's all right. It's on me." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "I watched one of your videos. And I saw how much spaghetti ice. It's on me." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Then on top of that, he rode a bicycle from the Edelweiss all the way downtown Garmisch. Okay, so it's a mile there and back. So 2 miles, a little over 2 miles, on his bike, put it in his backpack, and brought it in. And he still wouldn't take it. I said, "Here's 30. I really appreciate this." He goes, "No. I want to." Enjoy that. That was really cool. But I got to see him my last trip when I was there in December. "Hey, you're off your leg." It was cool. But
that's sweet.
Yeah, all that good stuff there. Thank you, New Beginnings. Hey, Traveling Six, the 6 Traveling Shorts. All right. Good deal. Good. Guten Tag. So, how much German do you speak? Fresh?
Guten Morgen. That's it. No, I can say. So the thing is, I don't speak it at all. I can say certain phrases. I can understand it a lot better than I can speak it. So I can usually get the gist of what Germans are trying to tell me based on body language and certain words that sound familiar. But yeah, I don't speak it at all. That was a goal of mine when I moved out here, but it just hasn't happened.
Well, the more you get into it, or the more you're there, you'll see. But I know you're busy with a baby. I mean, that's hard. Do you do most of your shopping at the grocery or the commissary, or do you go out in the economy?
We do most of it at the commissary, but occasionally we'll shop at Reve because it's within our town. And then, yeah, we've done Aldi's a few times. It's a bit of a further drive for us, and then Edeka as well. But they're like Whole Foods for Germany, so we don't go to them super often. But yeah, we'll do occasional shopping trips at the Reve. But they're also, I don't know, they're kind of expensive. Everyone says to shop on the economy because it's cheaper than the commissary, but it really just depends what you're trying to buy.
That is true. That
So,
is true. Some things are cheaper.
yeah.
Some things are, but you can't beat the meat prices in the commissary.
Yeah.
That's definitely there. Paul's
Yeah.
right. Okay, there. And folks out there in the chat, you see me going through. I'm reading your comments, but we only have Jess here for a little bit, so I am addressing your comments. So don't think I'm just going through and not reading them. So that's good stuff. So what's your favorite meal that you cook for your family? What does Mike like? What do you like?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like things have changed a lot since having a baby because I don't have as much time in the kitchen as I used to. I don't know. I like making instant pot meals. That's been like my holy grail lately because it's convenient and it's easy. We eat a lot of Mexican food, so I like to try to recreate Chipotle's burrito bowls, and I'll make those at home. I like making homemade chicken enchiladas because I make it with I do a homemade enchilada sauce, but I also add jalapeno cream cheese to it, so it's like thick and creamy. It's not like a traditional red sauce, so that's been a favorite meal. We also we really like Thai food. So there's a place that's nearby that does delivery. So we order, it's called Mango Duck Curry, and it's a Thai curry, and it's so good. That's our favorite meal. Yeah.
Mango duck. I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
Quack, quack.
Yeah. So that one's one of our favorite meals to order out when we do order. We also have a Greek restaurant that's local to us, and I love Greek food. I just never make it right. So we always order.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's your favorite German dish? Thank you, New Beginnings.
I'm gonna be basic and say schnitzel and potato salad.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike is really big into the pork knuckle. I just couldn't get past the crispiness of it. It was too much for me.
That's the same thing as why it was crispy on the outside.
Yeah.
I love it. The crunch. Oh.
Our local German restaurants too, they have like a venison in juniper sauce. And so it's like deer meat in a gravy, and then they give you like a I think it's a pear with cranberries on top, and then they give you like the dumplings, and that's been a really good dish. That's kind of been my go-to order lately when we've been.
We say dumplings. The potato dumplings. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I love those things.
Yeah, they're really good.
Absolutely. I have some mix downstairs that I got from the commissary here. They have they have a German line, international line, of course. They have German stuff, Korean stuff, and but oh yeah, I bought some of that stuff. So I'm gonna be making stuff from scratch. I like to cook.
I don't know if you're a beer drinker, but my husband is obsessed with Winklerbrau, which is a local brewery, and they also have been a hotel since like the 1400s. So they brew everything in the back of their hotel, and then they serve it in their restaurant. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta be fresh there.
Yeah. So it's really cool. It's a good place to eat.
Oh, that's awesome. Guys out there in the chat, for those just coming in, this is Jess Weber. She's married to Mike Weber, stationed in Germany, Holensfeld, Germany. And she has a YouTube channel. And as you can see, New Beginnings placed Jess's, I keep wanting to say Jessica, Jess's name, or Jess's link on there. So you can go to her channel, find her there, and check her out. You'll be thanking me later. So definitely do that. Jess says, I like Marvel as well. We sailors do marathons with NCU. Oh, okay. Very good.
Oh, same. You know what though? We have a projector instead of a TV, and that's kind of like having a movie theater. So that's
Oh, that
good fun.
is.
You could invest in a projector, and those are really fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, back here. I'm getting here. Yeah, me too, Shauna. Talk about all this food. Now let's go back to the hospital real quick. Now, did they give you a spazzacata? Did they give you a menu? You could pick what
So when I first checked in, they had me fill out a form, and it said what I like to eat and if I had any dietary restrictions. But no, I didn't get to pick each day what I wanted. They just, based on what form I filled out, they kind of brought me food from that.
you have a friend here. Her name's Shauna. She's agreeing with you.
Yes, let's go.
They have a YouTube channel called The Six Traveling Shorts, and it's her and her husband and four kids,
Nice.
and awesome folks. They're coming to the meet up in Helen, Georgia, in March, and
Oh, nice.
fun couple. Fun. They're awesome. And Shauna's a big Florida State fan. We're gonna pray for her. I'm a Gator fan. Go Gators. Do you have any college football?
U of M, go blue.
Oh, okay.
Go blue.
All right. There you go. There you go. What about Mike?
He's a big Badgers fan. He's from Wisconsin, so he's a diehard Cheesehead for everything.
So he's a Bucky Badger.
Yeah.
Bucky
Yeah.
Badger. Can we say fresh? Fresh. He loves Chick-fil-A. Oh yeah. Big TV isn't the same as seeing it in theater.
No, it's not.
It's similar. You get a bag of popcorn.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to relax more.
I mean, I love the experience of a theater, but I don't know. I feel like lockdown has turned me into a homebody, and I love being on my couch watching a movie.
This is Snicker.
Oh,
that's my son Billy.
Hi.
Hi, Billy.
Hi.
Take back this door, please.
This cute dog.
The door, please. Oh, thank you. Oh, the dog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm playing. You see, I'll choose German schnitzel with red cabbage man, that's so good. I'll take that and for dessert Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but it's always, you want what you can't have or what you've been deprived of for so long. So
that's true. Spaghetti eyes. Do you feel my pain? Do you feel my pain? And a quick story on spaghetti eyes, real quick. I lived there in Germany as a kid for 4 years. My dad was in the army as well, and I lived in Gießen, Germany. And every Wednesday night after church, the whole church would go to the ice cafe, and that's when I found spaghetti eyes. I'm like, what's that? That's ice cream? I'll try some of that. And I was hooked. I was 8 years old, so I had that spaghetti eyes. So when I went back in, when I went in the military, and then I went to Germany by myself, that was my first order of business, spaghetti eyes. It's like, oh my goodness. Jess, I almost got Korea the first time.
Oh, really?
I was in basic training in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, AIT and all that stuff. And there's a dream sheet that you fill out, okay? And it's exactly the dream sheet. And I put on all three things, I put Germany, Germany, Germany. The guy looked at me, he goes, what's in Germany? I said, spaghetti ice. He goes, what? He goes, hold on a second. And which was a long time. Anyways, next thing I know, I had orders for Germany.
Nice.
Yes. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Just be quiet. Go over there. I said, okay. I'm going to Germany.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to get your first choice. So you got very lucky.
That's right. Because the guy, he's like, spaghetti eyes. He's smiling. He goes, hold on a second. So I guess he has spaghetti eyes.
That's funny.
Now, what do you do? What do you do like when you go travel and stuff like that? What are your favorite things to do? Do you like to mountain climb or hike or?
We usually will kind of create like a Google list of the top rated tourist attractions and then create like a walking route to all of those. So yeah, we usually, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a huge history buff, so I don't really care about museums, but I do like the big iconic like landmarks. So if there's a really cool building or like something that's super famous, I like saying, hey, I've been to that. So like in Prague, they have, the John Lennon wall and and the what is it, the clock that's downtown. And so we didn't spend any money. We just walked around and did all that stuff. Actually, Prague was my first experience doing a food tour, which has been my favorite thing that we've ever done. It was called Taste of Prague, and you went with a local, and it was a 4-hour tour, and you went to 4 different restaurants where you tried spirits, wine, and food. Yeah, you went to a new restaurant every hour, but you also learned like the culture and the history. And they took you to restaurants that were off the beaten path, that were like hidden within the suburbs, that as a tourist, you would never find that by yourself. So that was a really cool experience. And I would love to do something like that in Berlin, or like something that has a lot of history. I mean, around here, there's not really. No, we'd have to drive Munich, like a few hours. Has a lot of that too. Munich would probably have something like that. But yeah, the food tours are where it's at. That's been my favorite thing, just to try the country's food and get their history and culture. That was really fun.
I would definitely recommend Munich, and of course Berlin as well. Of course, 2 different cities, 2 different, one up top, one bottom. Yeah. But you get a feel for both there.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Daniel, I'm with you on that. That's for sure. But I remember I went to Prague, well, one time. That was about 3, maybe 4 years ago now, and we really enjoyed it. It was a buddy trip. It was me and 2 other guys went to Prague. But fun fact, that bridge in Prague was copied from that bridge in Regensburg.
Oh.
See this sort of similarities?
Yeah, they do look a little similar.
Yeah. So I just learned that maybe a month ago. I was reading someone's blog. This guy was writing a blog on the bridges and everything, and I was like, oh wow, that's a neat fact. But that sounds Shauna, that sounds so awesome. Am I can I put words in your mouth? And you mean in June? That would be great, Shauna. We're trying to that teaches German. I'm looking for. Yeah, absolutely, Shauna.
I had a German local tell me the best way to learn German was watching all of my movies on Netflix in German audio.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And that's why I watched Holger. Holger was in here earlier. All his YouTube videos are in German. And I try to pick out what he's saying. And it's funny. When I'm in Germany, it just comes out, it flows, because I'm back, I'm talking it, I'm using it, everything. I could get around. I'm not fluent at all. I'm not fluent. But I could get around. I could definitely eat. I could travel. I could have conversational German, bits and pieces. And what's weird is I understand more than I speak. So I can have German people talking. I'm like, I can pick out certain stuff what they're saying.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome. But I have a lot to go, a lot to learn.
Yeah.
And
I started taking some lessons on Duolingo, and I'm actually surprised at how similar it is to English. Like, they have a lot of similar, like, spelling, and I mean, obviously it's different, but it was, I don't know. From what I did learn so far, it's pretty similar.
Now, do you know who Catherine Haig is?
Katherine Heigl. I do. Thank you. I have gotten that a lot, actually.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. You got that before. Wow.
Yes, yeah. I've filled out those, like, who's your celebrity lookalike? And Katherine Heigl is high up on that list. So
really?
Yes.
Now, what does she do? What does she do?
She's an actress. Wow. Yeah. You've probably seen her. She was in the movie Knocked Up. I don't know if you ever saw that movie. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. She's been in a lot. She's a Grey's Anatomy character. If you watch Grey's Anatomy. No, I don't. Well, she's an actress. I don't know.
I'm gonna look. I'm just curious.
Yeah, she's I think she's blonde. But
very true. New beginnings. Absolutely. You're saying I'll be able to use so much. I'm getting certain words. Hey, practice makes perfect, right? Just like anything. And just when you have your first bite of spaghetti eyes, oh, I would love to see that video. That would be cool.
Yeah, I'll have to record it. That's a good content idea.
Hey, Northeast Georgia, how's it going? I had German in school too when I was a kid living in Gießen, Germany. And in fourth grade, we had Herr Mueller. Mr. Mueller was he's German course, and he would come in and teach us um, an hour a day. And so I learned how to count from 1 to 100. Uh, all these menus, just phrase words, stuff like that. And I remember him teaching us how to say "I love you," and it was Valentine's Day, and he goes, "Now go home and tell your mom and dad, ich liebe dich," everything. So I went home, ich liebe dich, and what's that mean? He said, "I love you," and so I was so proud of myself. That was fourth grade.
That's cute.
Arno, hey, how's it going, buddy? Arno's down there, down in Germany. He lives on the Chinese lake down there. Beautiful lake in Bavaria.
Nice.
So what is your next adventure? You and your family?
I don't know. I think my husband. Oh well, do you mean travel or do you think like after Germany?
Travel and or after Germany?
I think our next trip. So my husband's currently in school. He's finishing up. He's in his last quarter of his master's degree.
Yeah.
So yeah, traveling has kind of been put on hold just until he finishes. But he's apparently supposed to have something going on in Bosnia or something. So we were talking about maybe traveling there. In late spring, so that could be fun. Otherwise, we still have a lot of like bucket list places we want to do. I still have not been to Italy. We haven't been to Ireland or London. Yeah, there's still quite a few things that we haven't ticked off of our list yet that we would love to go.
And where you live, you're so close to everything. You're
I know.
Away or
yeah.
Away. Now, have you been to Rothenberg yet?
Yes. Yeah, we did a day trip before we left for the States, and it was really pretty.
Oh, I love it. We were there for was it the day before Christmas? Two days before Christmas. And even though the Christmas market wasn't there, they still had a fixed up Christmas sea. They
nice.
Tree,
yeah,
it was beautiful. Same with Heidelberg. Heidelberg, they had a small Christmas market, even though they said they weren't going to have the big one. They had a little section marked off, which I was impressed. I was like, because we were going over there, we could hit all the Christmas markets, starting at Freiburg, all around Bamberg, Regensburg, all the way around, versus Garden, all that stuff. Of course, Garmisch. I used to live at Garmisch. I love Garmisch. And
I thought that they shut all of the markets down, and at least in Bavaria for Christmas time. Like they had them running for like a week, and then they came out and made public news that they were all shut down. So we ended up going to Dusseldorf for their Christmas market because that was fully open and functioning.
I can't wait to see that video. I'm gonna. I think that's was there 3 videos back, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that. We did make it to some Christmas markets on our trip. We were on the plane. We were flying over here, and of course, in our mind, because we were told all Christmas markets are closed. I was talking with the stewardess back there, and I can't sleep on a plane, bad back and everything. So I'm back in the back talking usually, and she was saying, "Oh, Frankfurt has a Christmas market." I'm like, "What?" Because yes, it's a scaled down one, but they're going to have one right downtown. Really? So we got to see that. We got there right when it opened, like 10 o'clock in the morning, just off the plane, and I was videotaping that too. And of course, you'll see in that videotape that in that video. I found some spaghetti ice there. Oh, I was in heaven. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. Spaghetti ice. It was a lot of fun. But they had it fixed up really nice. And it was really cool. And then, of course, Heidelberg won. And we went down to Salzburg. Salzburg had the biggest one.
Oh.
It wasn't as big as it normally. They said it's not as big as it normally is, all the stuff. But they still had a real nice one right in front of that cathedral. I'm talking about right there in front of the castle and the cathedral right there.
Mm-hmm.
It was it was nice. Ate a lot of good food there.
Yeah,
I mean, it was really good.
We haven't been to Austria yet. The closest we've been to it is the Edelweiss Hotel. Yeah.
Make sure when you go to Austria, okay, that you get the toll sticker. Are you aware of that?
Oh yes, the vignettes and all that stuff at the.
I've done it the hard way twice.
Yeah.
The first time,
we were warned pretty well, so we've been on top of that.
Take heed, because it happened to me 2 times. One, I didn't know about it. You know, I was like, I didn't know. I didn't know. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Second time, now I've been there many times afterwards. The second time, I bought the sticker. Right, you go to a convenience store just before the border, or you do it right over the border and get your sticker, everything. And I put it in the dashboard. I'm like, we're good. So I'm driving everything, and I see this checkpoint, and I'm talking to my buddy who's never been to Germany or Austria before. I'm like, yeah. I said last time they pulled me over and everything. And as soon as I said that, they're like, what? And I was like, well, okay, I have my sticker. Anyways, she pulls me over and she says, it was a lady. She goes, where's your sticker? I said, oh, it's right here on my dashboard. Here it is.
Oh, you got to put it on the window.
Put it on the window. I'm like, but it's right here. Here, I can do it. No, nope, too late. I said,
oh gosh, she didn't even give you oh, that's annoying.
100, it was 130 euros, 120 euros. It was 120, 130 euros on the spot.
I would have fought that. That's so rude. You had the ticket, like you had the thing
right here, and it clearly says in English right here, and she's like this, and she was smiling. It says right here in English, and so the fine tiny print. I'm like,
yeah.
No one told me to put a stick. Well,
right.
It's right there.
Yeah.
And she goes, sorry. Oh, what in the world?
That's annoying. That's how they get you, though. That's how they make money. The Americans don't read the rules and
put on it. But now, guess what? Right there. I mean, over here, when you rent a car, you don't put stickers on your rental car.
Right.
You know, who would think that?
Oh, that's true. I guess I didn't realize you would have been in a rental. Yeah, that's weird. So how do you get that off? You just put it on halfway and then peel it?
I just left it.
Yeah.
When I turned it in, I'm like, do I need to take it off? She goes, no, just leave it there.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Looks like you got another subscriber here as well.
Oh, thank you.
That's Shauna. There's Angie. Veronica's around, right there. That's when I was talking about. She lives in Rothenberg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Angie, she's awesome. She's a lot of fun. She puts videos out every week too, and full of life. Jess, she is a character and a half. Was it last Saturday? I think just last Saturday she was my guest. Saturday or Wednesday? Saturday she was my guest. But she's a lot of fun.
Nice.
It or me. Oh, look that. See now, okay, college football there. Hey Dutch, hey, have a good one. We'll see you Saturday. Don't forget the new time, just for that day only, because I have a scouting event that I have to go to, and that I need to go to. So make sure that you note that time. Roger around. Let's see. There we go. Catching up here. So, and Hohenfels, do you live on the outskirts, or are you right in the town?
No, we're on the outskirts. We live in Velberg, so it's an off-post community. It's a German town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like go for walks in there? Do you take walks around the town?
Yeah, we have German neighbors.
Oh, that's
They're
cool.
really sweet. Yeah.
Are they nice?
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they're sweet. It's funny because so our neighborhood is pretty much all Americans, but we do have a couple houses that are German families, and it was cute because obviously, I mean, Germans don't celebrate Halloween, but the ones that live next to Americans do. So it was really cute. Our direct neighbor, we all went out to kind of like pass out candy. And you just see their little toddlers, like they must be 3 and 5. And you just see the little girls yelling, "Happy Halloween" at the kids that are walking down the street. So like, it's just really cute. They don't celebrate it, but they do because we're here. So it's fun.
That's cool. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
And I love, of course, America, of course, but I love Germany too. And sharing each other's cultures,
Yeah,
our culture and German culture together. I have many German friends, and it's fun. It's fun just to celebrate the differences.
right. Exactly.
That's good stuff. Daniel's saying, try to listen to German radio. Okay, it really helps. Listen to German news also. Yes, absolutely. When I'm in Germany, I'm jamming to German radio and everything, just picking up stuff. But even here, I listen to German radio from my computer. So I got, I listened to Munich, Bamberg, of course AFN, but that's not the German part. But
Yeah.
what's the other one? Stuttgart, radio station out of Stuttgart. I listened to
Okay.
and everything, and I try to pick up with this stuff. My GPS in my truck, I got it set to German. So
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to, pick up stuff like
Directions. Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Funny.
that's good stuff.
Good idea. Oh yeah, those are the other movies that she's in. You probably wouldn't have seen any of those though. There are a lot of rom-coms and chick flicks.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, Jimmy. How's it going there, sir? Glad you're here. Phil Scouter, what about there, Blue Gold? Hey, that's coming up next month, the Blue and Gold. My son's crossing over, but we're having the Pinewood Derby this coming Saturday and everything. So have you heard of the Pinewood Derby and Cub Scouts, Jess?
No.
It's a scouting thing where they give you a block of wood. Okay, it's Pinewood Derby, and you carve it out, make it look like a car.
Oh, is it like a race car and then they go down tracks?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I have heard of that. I had a friend from my childhood. I saw him carve the car with his dad once.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
This will be my sixth one and my last one. Meaning my son's about to cross over into Boy Scouts. So all these years, it's like, well, I can't believe it's time to cross over.
Yeah.
Go to the next level. He's getting older now too. So, but it's a lot of fun.
Nice.
And what is Mike going to school for?
Cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So just on top of his IT degree. Yeah. I didn't mention this, but his job. So yeah, he's a signal officer, but his job right now in Hohenfels, when we first got here, he was a OC grader. So basically you probably know this, but all the rotational units that come in, he would essentially grade their training and then say like the X, Y, and Z is what you guys need to work on more. And then he recently switched jobs. So now he's planning the rotations. So instead of being in the box working with them directly, he kind of schedules all the units that come through. So he's not really doing an IT job at this time, but yeah.
That will keep him busy for sure.
Yeah.
I know he's good. I guess what confused me, I was guessing aviation because we had that change come in. He was like in a hangar with a helicopter.
Yeah. He did work in the 10th cab. Yeah, it was all aviation, but I feel like that's the thing with Signal. He's never worked in the Signal branch. He just kind of gets put all different. I think his job at Fort Lewis, he was field artillery battalion. So he's just kind of done everything. Right. Yeah. So.
How do you like artillery?
I don't. Gosh, that was so long ago. I don't know. I think it was good.
Yeah.
So he made lifelong friends that we've ran into since then. So yeah, he enjoys it.
That's great. I again, like I was saying earlier, that was my job. Field artillery, and we were always out in the field. And Grafenwehr. Now, I had some broken bones. My back, L4, L5, S1, and then my leg was July 1st on the Auspisse in Garmisch. And I also broke my L4, L5, S1 in Graf.
Oh.
So people say, maybe I'll stay away from Germany. I'm like, no, it's not going to happen. But I broke my back in Graf. I fell off artillery piece there. And I was paralyzed for almost 4 months and told I was never going to walk again.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was a scary time in my life.
Yeah.
And it took me. Let me see. They said you'd be in wheelchair classes. We teach you how to walk and everything. And well, long story short, I felt pain in my leg, and it was like and they still can't figure out how in the world. With my condition, I have feeling in my leg because I have severed nerves down there, severed and impinged. And anyway, so when I left Germany, I left in a body cast. And, I want to say body bag, but no, body cast. And I was medevac back to the States. But long story short, it took me 19 years to get back to Germany. That's a long time.
Yeah.
My wife and I, my beautiful wife, we got married in 2007. I was like, I really want to go to Germany and everything. I'm trying to get my buddy to go to Germany for a long time, and he's one of those guys where he was Navy, so those guys are weird anyway. No, I'm just kidding. We Army Navy stuff, Marines.
Right.
We do stuff all that. But anyway, he's just like, yeah, one of these days, yeah, I'll go one of these days. Never pinpointed or nothing. Well, finally, my wife and I are going. I called him up. I said, hey man, we're going to Germany. Everything. I'm not gonna ask you again. 19 years I'm trying to get you to go, and you're just like, whatever. I said, I'm not waiting. He goes, if you promise you shut up about it, never ask me again, I'll go with you. I said, deal, like that. So we went to Germany. Now, 19 years since I've been there, and that's when I realized how much I missed Germany, because I was longing for it, and I wanted to go so bad. And finally, here I am. I'm back in labor barracks. It was still going on at the time. In fact, when I got there, I ran into the person who's in charge of the paper, editor of the paper, the post, and they did an interview on us. It was pretty cool. In fact, I'm going to post that on the Facebook group page.
Yeah.
So everyone can see it if I can find it. But anyways, that's when I realized how much I missed Germany.
Yeah.
So we went all over the place and everything. My wife's a school teacher. She only had a week. So my buddy and I, we had another, I think, 6 days. We went all over the place. We went to Amsterdam, all by trains and everything. Well, 4 months later, my buddy and I were back in Germany again. But I didn't ask him, because I promised I wouldn't ask him. I said, yeah, well, I'm going to Germany in September and everything. And he goes, well, you mind if I go with you? I'm like, sure, you go with me. I'm not going to ask you. And, long story short, I've been back 21 times since 2008. And he's been back 16 times. So when he asked when I'm going, he goes, okay, what's your flight number? Oh, here it is. And sometimes I'll see him at the airport. He'll pop up, or at a train station. Well, I'm going to be here this time. Okay, there he is.
That's awesome. It's so cool though.
It is funny. Yeah, Atlanta's a lot of traffic for sure, Shauna. That's for sure. Yeah, good deal. And so, what are you doing today? Well, what have you done today? Because you're 6 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's almost 3:30 here. This morning we went to play group, so it's kids 3 and under. So I took Max to go play with all her little baby friends. And then I came home. She took a nap, ate some lunch, and then I picked Mike up from work, and he's slowly probably dying downstairs because I can hear her. She's going nuts. So, yeah, we're just going to figure out dinner and hang in for the night. So he's got a team meeting for school at 6. But other than that, it's middle of the week, so we don't have much going on.
Right.
Yeah. So well, pretty boring.
Those I love your Instagram. I saw that one today where she's hiding on the door. You're Maxine.
Oh my gosh, her little personality is coming out so much, and she's so funny. This is
the door and smile. Yeah, here I am.
She's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna tell a story that's gonna embarrass her in the future if she ever hears this. But the other day, we just had her running around in her diaper, and it was like 15 minutes before we started bedtime. And she was just, I don't know, going crazy, playing with toys and stuff. And she bent over and farted so loud. And then I started dying because I was cracking up. And then she's like doing this thing now where she fake laughs. And so she sees us react and she just goes, ah, ha, ha, ha. And it was the funniest thing. And I hope one day that I can catch it on camera because it's so hilarious.
Wow.
But yeah, she's just a blast right now. She keeps her hands full, but she's so funny.
That is so cool.
Really funny.
Folks out there in the chat who's listening, Jess has a Instagram account as well, and you can go to her, video. She has it in the description. She has. Do you have a Twitter account too?
No.
Just Instagram.
Just Instagram, yeah.
You're missing out if you're not on Jess's Instagram.
I thought you were saying I'm missing out from Twitter, and I was like, I had one. Okay. I do have a Twitter. I just don't use it unless I have a customer service complaint, and then I'll tweet the company, and then they get back to me real quick because little secret tip. if you have an issue with like an airline or something, if you tweet them, they will get back to you immediately. Whereas if you go through their email claim service and stuff, it takes them forever to respond. So I keep my Twitter for that, but I don't.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Jess, I want to be respectful every time, and I understand your toddler's down there with
Yes.
Mike. I'd like to meet Mike one day,
Yeah.
but I
It was
appreciate you
fun.
being on here, and hope to see you more often.
Yeah,
Maybe
thank
we
you so much for having me. This was fun. It was nice
that's
talking
great.
to you and making an online friend.
Yeah, that's awesome. And if you're interested in the meetup in June, that would be great. We're meeting on the Zugspitze.
Okay,
All the information is on the Facebook group page under the event tab.
nice.
And but that's something that'll be awesome to shake your hand one day.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Mike's
I'll
and
have to check it out.
Maxine.
Yeah. Yeah. She does fist bumps.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, she knows how to fist bump.
That's awesome.
So that'd be fun.
Well, thank you very much, and please enjoy that spaghetti ice for me. And spaghetti ice. You got it. You're so close, right there. You can
I
get
will keep you in mind when we try it, and I will make sure to make a video out of it just for you.
That's great. That's great. All right. Well, you have a great day. Guys in the chat, I'm going to still be on longer. But Jess, you have a great rest of your day. And thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me. We'll talk soon.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Doggies and juice.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. That was Jess Weber. She's in Hohensfeld, Germany. I know that place very well. And she was a lot of fun to have. So make sure to check her out. Check her out on her YouTube channel and as well as her Instagram. She posts a lot on there as well. She was a lot of fun. Jimmy, hey, we're having that meetup in Helen, Georgia, in March 11th, 12th, and 13th. So we would love to have you there. That would be wonderful. And if you have any questions, please let me know. If you are not a member of my group page, it's free. I never charge anything. It's free to join. You'll see all the information of the meetups, and also pictures, and we have fun on our group page. But you'll see the Helen, Georgia meetup. You also see the one in Germany meetup. But and of course, if you have any information or if you need any information, you can always contact me personally, and I'll be glad to tell you or anyone else to give more information. But make sure you join that Facebook group page if you have Facebook, and go from there. But Meg, yeah, there you go. Okay, we're saying Helen, Georgia. Yes, this is very nice, Shauna. I love Helen, Georgia. No, I'm with on that too. I'm not a city guy. I like being out. That's for sure. That was awesome. Yeah, I live in Atlanta, and it's special. There you go, Meg. Yeah, Atlanta's. I mean, I love the town of Atlanta, but it's the traffic I'm talking about. The traffic. Oh, that I don't think anybody likes that. But hello, Mr. Paul. The kids being small. Yeah, they grow up so fast. 4. Wow, look at that. 4, 6, 10, 12, 16. You're busy, Shauna. You are busy. Is mine in their 30s now. Wow. Time flies. Which means I realize this where enough trouble Atlanta would be down. Oh, okay. Where do you go in Florida? I'm from Ocala, Florida originally, but living here in Warner Robins / Perry / Kathleen. That's all through there. 35. I'm 35 too. Ha ha. In my mind, right? Okay. Laughing here. All right. I'll find her on Instagram. Oh, there you go. Hey, that's awesome. If you have trouble finding her, just go to one of her videos, and you'll see in the description in Jess's videos, she has a link that goes to the Instagram, Twitter for complaints. All right. I do have a Twitter. I have a Twitter. I post on there too. So I have a Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube community tab. All that good stuff. Hey Jimmy, thanks for popping in. I appreciate you popping in. I hope you have a great rest of the day at work. Oh, there we go. Okay, Shauna. There we go. Oh, thanks, Meg. Meg put the Jessica's link. I've been seeing Jessica because it's Jessica Weber, but she goes by Jess. So I'm trying to get there. Moin moin, York. How are you this morning? Wie geht es dir? Good stuff. And there's Jess's channel right there. Thanks, Meg, for doing that. I appreciate you putting that on there. Anke, Frau Anke, wie geht es dir? Ooh, haben Sie Spaghetti Ice? Guten Tag, Angerman. There we go. Everybody saying hi. Never want to move out of Panama City. I'm glad you like it up there in South Kakalaki. Oh, awesome, Shauna. That's good. Hello, Anka. Guten Tag, Jorg. That's from Meg. Disney World visiting Rosen. Okay. So you're going to be in the Tampa area and also the Orlando area. That's cool. Well, let me know when you're down there. I'm in Florida all the time. I like I said, I'm from Ocala. And I got relatives in Ocala. Plus, hopefully, the Helen, Georgia meetup. Good to meet you. That's going to be really, really cool. Moin moin, saying good morning there. Let me get his good, Darren. Oh, so good. So good. I'm joking. Yeah, there we go. Awesome, possum. Well, hey guys, I appreciate everybody being here. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day here. I got a busy day ahead of me. Today is Wednesday. It's hump day. So we gotta. I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Hope you have a great day. I'm seeing Billy, but I have to go to it. Hey, I did too, Shauna, and Billy's looking forward to that too. I'm gonna have my daughter with me too that weekend. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So guys, stay tuned. Let's see. Oh, let me get out of here. Got the comments. Stay tuned for future videos. I just put I put a video up last Monday. Every Monday I got new content in reference to beautiful, magnificent Germany, and it's always fun to put out videos and edit them and seeing the finished product. You have a great too, Meg. Great day too. Just been last Monday. Hey, Raphael, thanks for being here, buddy. Hey, glad you're here. Even just for 3 seconds. You know, I appreciate it. Good day. It's going to be a blast. Yes, man. I can't wait to see you then. All right. So, with that being said, hold on for the. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to see how this works. Okay. Hold on a second. This is something. It's a new toy. That I just saw where they put this on StreamYard yesterday, so I'm going to play with it. And it's called background music, and Google Works is new. So that's what I was trying to do when Just came on, but I don't know how to work it yet. But now I do, I think. But anyways, let's try with the real thing. I'm really gonna go. I'm really gonna go, but I'm gonna do my regular. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here's my kid's first time eating spaghetti ice.
He works see you right now.
I mean, that's advertising an awful lot.
Oh,
Where we are.
let's see.
I'm gonna put the sauce
There
on
it
the
is.
spaghetti.
I like this new live thing.
Get it.
Silly.
You were making it up.
Hey, what are you eating, Grace?
The spaghetti ice.
Billy, what are you
The spaghetti ice.
eating? So hi, everyone.
Hi everyone.
Spaghetti ice is yucky.
No, it's good. It's good.
You'll knock him over. Don't do that.
Spaghetti ice
You
pizza.
get to the roof.
That's it.
The spaghetti ice pizza, whoever that is. Jojo.
Eat. Yep.
Hey, you want some spaghetti ice, everyone? Whoever JoJo is.
Good. Oh my goodness.
What's that?
That's some good stuff. Here's my spaghetti eyes. I'll eat mine. Look here. I am in heaven. I am in heaven.
But we are.
Hope you enjoy that. Those are my kids eating spaghetti eyes for the very first time in a place called Obermeier, Germany. The best tasting spaghetti eyes in the world right there. I'm really going to go now. All right. Because I have to go to the restroom really, really bad. You did not need to know that. Why did I say that? I have no idea, but I'm really going to go. Eins, zwei, drei. Dunkin' and juice. Ho, ho, ho. Yes, sir, Bob. Whoever that is. Do you know who that is? Let me know. Let me know if you know who Bob is.